Welcome to Hope Motivated. We are so glad that you're here with us today. We're going to be talking about something I think we can all use a little more of, and that's how to stand strong in our faith. How do you find that solid ground to stand on when it feels like everything else in the world is constantly shifting and changing? Let's get into it. Do you ever have those days, or maybe even those seasons of life, where you just feel completely tossed around by the storms? One minute, everything feels calm and under control, and the next, it's like you're in the middle of a hurricane. It's that feeling of unpredictability that can really, really knock you off your feet. Life's journey is a lot like that, isn't it? One moment, you feel like you are on top of the mountain. You're feeling great, you're secure, things are going your way, the view is just beautiful. And then, almost out of nowhere, you find yourself down in the valley, walking through a shadow, facing some really tough stuff. That whiplash is what makes it all feel so unstable sometimes. Yeah, if there's one thing that we can be absolutely certain about, it's that life is so often uncertain. It's kind of funny when you think about it that way. And it's just so easy to get swept up in all that madness, to feel shaken and just completely unsteady on your feet. So what's the answer? How do we find our footing in the middle of all that? Well, that's where we get to our main topic today, faith. We're going to look at how faith can be a steadfast anchor, a solid foundation for us in this constantly changing world. Just think about it for a second. Everything changes. Our circumstances change, people change, our own feelings can change from one hour to the next. But right in the middle of all that ever-changing stuff, we have a never-changing God. That's the constant. That's the source of real, lasting stability. And this is backed up by such a powerful truth. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. What that really means is the same God who is faithful to people thousands of years ago is just as faithful to you right now. And he'll be just as faithful tomorrow. That consistency, that's where true peace comes from. It's something you can absolutely count on. So what does faith actually look like? Well, it's pretty simple when you break it down. It's about doing your part and letting God do his part. So what's our part? It's just to trust. And what's his part? It's to act. It's a beautiful partnership, really. And here is the most freeing part of all of this. Your only part is to believe. That's it. That is all you need to do. It's not about trying to fix everything yourself or worrying yourself sick about what might happen. It's simply about trusting. Because when you truly believe that a loving God is in control, a lot of that worry it starts to melt away. And this really brings it all together with this one key thought. Jesus Christ is the only sure foundation in this fickle and ever-changing world. When everything else in your life feels like shifting sand, he is the solid rock, the one steadfast anchor for your soul. Okay, so we've established that faith is the foundation, but how do you build it, right? It's not something that just magically appears. So let's talk about some really practical steps you can take to start building a stronger foundation in your own life. There are 3 key ways we can do this, 3 ways to really cultivate a strong and lasting faith. The first is to meditate on the Word. The second is to see our trials as a way to grow. And the third is to commune with God daily. That first step is so incredibly powerful. Why? Because when God says heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass away, he's telling us something really profound. He's giving us something that is absolutely eternal and unshakable. So when we meditate on his word, we're literally building our inner lives on something that can never, ever be destroyed. Now, this second step, this one can be tough. Let's be honest, nobody likes going through trials. But what if we started seeing them differently? When troubles come our way, our faith gets tested. And that test, that pressure, is actually what builds our endurance. And as our endurance grows, we become stronger, more complete. So these trials aren't just roadblocks, they're actually opportunities for real, deep growth. And finally, that third step is all about the daily connection. It's a relationship, after all, and that requires some discipline, It means making time to read, making prayer a real practice in your life, and taking a moment to count your blessings. It's about consciously shifting your whole perspective towards Thanksgiving. You're fortifying your spirit so that when the tough times do come, you're ready for them. So what happens when you do this? When you build your faith day by day, and you learn to hold firm even when things are hard? Well, let's talk about the incredible promise that comes with standing strong. You see, when you stand strong in your faith, you're actually letting him fight your battles for you. Now, that's not about giving up or being passive. It's an active choice. It's about having the wisdom and the courage to step aside and surrender the fight to the one who has already won the victory. And he makes some incredible promises to you. He promises that the deep waters won't drown you, that the fire will not burn you. He promises that he will never fail you or forsake you. And maybe one of the most beautiful promises of all is that the good work he started in you, he will see it through to completion. This is so, so important to remember. You are not defined by a diagnosis from a doctor. You are not defined by the numbers in your bank account or your job title or your relationship status. Your true identity is found in your Creator, and He has a plan for you that is so much bigger than any of your temporary circumstances. It all comes down to this one simple number, 1. There is one sure foundation, one deliverer, one Lord who has an absolutely unmatched track record of faithfulness and love throughout all of history. Just one. So that brings us to the big question. Where do you go from here? Consider this your personal invitation to begin, or maybe to begin again. And I just want to leave you with this thought-provoking question. Wouldn't you rather fall into the arms of the Lord than simply fall? Just think about that for a second. We all stumble. We all fall. It's part of being human. The choice we have is whether we fall alone or into the arms of someone who can catch us. Now look, standing strong isn't always going to be easy. Let's be real about that. Life will still have its challenges. But the amazing promise is that with God, it is always, always possible to stand. So the question for you today is simple. Where will you place your trust? On the shifting sands of this world that are always changing, or on the solid rock of a God who never changes? Thank you so much for watching Hope Motivated. We truly hope this message brought you some encouragement and strength today. Please tune in again for more messages of inspiration.